Hello, my absolutely luminous friend Karen. I am so excited to dive right into shame today.
Oh my
It's great to
gosh.
see you.
Wow. I mean, what's hilarious, I feel like we should do a supercut of all of our greetings out of
Yes. Oh,
context.
we totally should. Yes. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I would watch that. That could be, I mean, that could be very long at this point, but yes, you're right.
Oh my God.
A feature film length supercut. Yes.
Of hello, my gorgeous friend Katie. Let's talk about shame.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Get excited, people. Shame is on the menu today, or at least talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, thank you for this topic. I think it's deeply relatable, as are all of our topics. And shame can suck it.
Yeah. I, you know, I feel like I am witnessing a lot of my own feelings of shame about things and other people's shame and how it is not a great place to make decisions from.
Ooh, interesting.
Much like fear is a terrible place to make a decision from, shame also real bad.
Oof.
Like you can go there, sit in it, recognize that that's where you are, be like, okay, hey everybody, I've arrived at shame.
Yes.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you. Do you want to go surfing with me?
Right.
Great. And then go somewhere to like somewhere else to like say something to someone. Don't
Mm.
have a conversation while you're hanging out in shame. Don't make any decisions. For the love of God, sit there by yourself and think about whatever it is you need to think about and don't talk to nobody except
Oh,
your therapist, maybe, or your best friend.
yes. Pro tip. Thank you for that, Karen. Also, shame is hard to like, I think for me, when I've been in shame, I don't know that I'm in shame. Like, that's the thing. Shame is a little fucking parasite in the air. At least this is how I've experienced it, where it's like, what am I breathing in right now? Oh, it's fucking shame. I don't realize that it's shame. It's hard to articulate. Like, it's hard to, like, do you ever find that?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, this is how this came to me. It's just this realization of like, oh, I am not reacting in this moment the way that aligns to how I want to be in the
Mm,
world. And it's like, what is going on? What is this
yes.
feel like? What is leading me to say or do this shit? And it's like, oh, I see you.
Yes. Like shame can really masquerade as a lot of things. Like it can masquerade as anger or self-righteousness or like just so many different things where it's like, or it just can masquerade as like illness in my body. I think that's another thing. And yeah, it like, it's like a blood-sucking pariah. Like that's what it is for me. Like it's just, I mean, I know this is getting really dark, but like it like drains me of my life force energy. And so it's tough. I think it's just, yeah, I just really appreciate you bringing this up. I don't know if we've ever talked about shame on the pod.
I know. I was trying to remember too, and 200 and something episodes. I did not, I will confess, I didn't go back and look. Even if we have talked about it, it was 4 years ago. You know what I mean? It was like
Totally.
4 or 5 years
Totally.
ago. And I will say I recently rewatched the OG Brene Brown, it's not shame, vulnerability
Oh yeah.
video. And then her follow-up is about shame.
Oh.
Yes. And like how they're related. And,
Mm-hmm.
she described it as this wash of shame. But unless it's something super pronounced, it's like you're describing, unless it's like unless the situation is presented to you in a certain way and you have that wash of shame, shame is this insidious thing that you is unnameable.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
it's like a reflex rather than a like, oh, I'm it's a wash, right?
Totally. Totally. I love that you're talking about Brene Brown too, because it's like I know she said something to the effect of like when you speak your feelings into existence, shame dissolves. Or like when you share something like vulnerability, like helps that shame dissolve. And I think that sometimes for me, when I speak things to you on the pod or other friends, it's like then not only does it dissolve, but then I actually simultaneously at the same time realize that what I was actually dealing with was shame.
Mm, yeah, period. I rewatched it and it's so funny because I'd forgotten that she like suggests breaking into the offices to steal the recording. That she had a vulnerability. She starts that second talk talking about this vulnerability hangover, this 3 day, like she can't believe that she got on stage in front of 150 people and
Oh,
and talked about vulnerability and said all of these vulnerable things. And she, of course, then two, three, four, 12 million people watch this thing. But in the
oh, this is the
meantime,
TED Talk.
before
Like,
this is the TED Talk, yes, and she's talking to a friend about breaking into the office to steal the recording.
like breaking into TED and being
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, like I'm going to take that recording and you're never going to share it. That's shame right there. Oh, shit.
Oh my
I never
God.
thought about vulnerability hangovers as shame. That's so real, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, that's so like if you ever like have you ever been to a party and you're like driving home or leaving it and you're like, I can't believe I said this thing to this person and like they think that I'm like oh my God, this is like every time I'm around other humans. It's like, did I say that thing correctly? Like that's like just shame. Oh, my body is just like constricting right now just thinking about it. Oh my God, Karen, have you ever had that experience?
Every time? I feel like every single time, every interaction with anyone, people in the, yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I am remembering how many times I have received or sent the next day the like, listen, after the third old fashioned, I don't know what the fuck I said, but I'm sure I need to apologize to you about it.
Oh,
I don't,
so real.
unclear, but just a blanket apology.
It's so interesting too because like I have been on the receiving end of those texts, or it's more like maybe not a text, but like the next time I see the person, and I will. I mean, actually, it's not. I think it's every single time the person will say like, "Hey, I just want to go back to that conversation that we had, and like I've been thinking about it, and then like, is everything okay with it?" And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like it's like I every time I'm like, I'm good, like everything's fine, like it's okay, but I can see their shame just on their face and like the blood draining from their face. And then when I say like, oh, I haven't, it just makes me think about how like the concept around like no one's thinking about you as much as you're thinking about you. Oh
And
God.
the stories that shame and anxiety make up that
Totally.
have us completely convinced that that's what's happening. What you're describing, that moment of agonizing over an interaction and the other person's like, what?
Well, actually, now I'm realizing in this moment where I'm like, well, I just said that someone said that they like, it's not a big deal, and then I say it's not a big deal to them, and then I'm like, wait, Karen, am I devaluing what you just said about like contacting them later? I mean, Karen, this is like a meta moment. And now I'm like, oh shit, should I be apologizing to you? Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, you don't even know. I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go scream in my car. I'll be right
I'm gonna
back.
go scream in my
BRB.
car. Yes, BRB. Because I think it's a beautiful now I'm just like, oh God, like it's a beautiful thing to like apologize and like if you wanted to make amends or like your deal. Oh my God. People are like, what are you even talking about, Katie? Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that being on the receiving end, but also being on the giving end of like, I'm feeling shame. Sorry, Karen. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I just short circuited.
The real, this answers the question. Those of you who have asked if we script or do takes on this podcast, I hope by now you know absolutely not. No, 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 no. No.
Nope.
The answer's no.
Nope.
It's a big, it's an immediate no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like one of the things I'm taking away from this conversation is I think, yeah, how covert shame. is.
Truly, truly. And it's
Yeah.
really destructive.
Oh,
Like, I think, I
yeah.
mean, to get pretty dark about it, like, I think there's certain topics for everyone that, like, I mean, if you think about, I know for me at least, there are certain topics I won't talk about and like won't share with people and won't share. And sometimes I don't even want to think about them myself. And if they come up or when they come up, because inevitably things come up, and like, especially when you're alone or when you're like 2 a.m. or whatever it is,
Mhm.
like, it's like, that's shame right there, like most likely, you know? And so I think it's just, it's like a universal feeling. And it's also like, oh man, it's a rough one.
You know, one thing I, the only, the only thing I have when I'm talking to like clients, for instance, and this comes up, and no, really, people don't use, I guess people do use the word shame, but usually, like you said, there's so
Hmm.
many things that shame is able to masquerade as all these other things. And
Totally.
I had a coach say to me that she sensed some shame and some guilt that I hadn't, and
Oh.
something I'd said, and I didn't even realize it. And my only antidote right now has been grace. Can you
Oh.
offer yourself, that past version of you, some grace?
Hmm.
That's it. That's all I got. And it's hard, but what's the alternative? Just
Yes.
feeling bad about it for fucking ever?
Yes. Totally. Totally.
Ooh.
That is so beautiful, Karen. That is the perfect thing to end on. That's such a beautiful mic drop. Can you offer yourself some grace? Okay, friends. Well, this has been a wild ride, and we really appreciate you listening, and we'll see you next week.